morning, afternoon, and evening to all those in their respective time zones. Today we are going to be doing some more Magnificent 21 streams. We have, let me double check the announcements here. We have Raben versus Fleur, Roman versus Raben, Anki versus Big Tosh, and Lego Man versus Deltius, along with a couple of others that haven't been confirmed yet. So, yeah. We have already some chats in a channel about some minor potential connection issues and before my PC crashes. Either way, we should have some very fun games coming up here. I am going to go ahead, get this ready to show on the big screen. Ta-da! Isn't it beautiful? I think it's beautiful. I, personally, love it. Good from a lag test. Yeah. Well, either way, go. Let us get started here with hopefully some wonderful games. Players have gotten the message. Fleur goes to immediately random, and selecting a few of his units because of either bans or just cannot use, or ends up not wanting to. Raven. Already, wonderful start from our loving compatriots. Anyways, looks like our opponents have almost selected their decks. I see here we have Raben running Squizzard, Ferret, Skunk, and Balloon, along with the required Fox. Flare, along with Squizzard, Pigeon, Skunk, Cam, and Badger. And here we go. Anyways, here on the right, as we start this game off with a little bit of lag, we have Raben, and off to the left, we have Fleur. Both sides here, kind of, I guess, a bit more comfortable now with the mole and wire ban. Didn't even realize I was unmuted. See here, map-wise. Oh, apparently someone had joined before they were supposed to. I see here though. We have map-wise, kind of, we got closer mills to Flare here. Got especially the second expansion, whereas Raben has a little bit further one that's on the high ground and by water, and can also be used to directly contest this mill should he so choose. As meantime, my Discord decides to explode for no reason whatsoever. Both sides getting in some good scouts, going their standard 8 farms, and putting down a warren. Squirrel warrens. See, both sides putting down 2 of each, naturally. This little bit of water I feel like is going to be annoying. Hello, Ziggy. Hello. As you can tell, by the way, there is going to be a minute delay as these are live games. Flatterly deciding to try and buy that mill, but decided against it. He's waiting for another tier 1 unit, I guess. 2 of them. Meanwhile, Raben here going just 2 warrens into skunks. Now that they are no longer banned from Jet Town. And looks like, see here, that warren's gonna come up. Skunk already starts coming out. So Flair's gonna be a little bit behind in that regard, especially once he realizes that all this tier 1 is going to get chewed away by the skunks. However, he is building some of his own, and yeah, very lovingly quiet. Both sides looking at scouting each other. Raben going to go ahead and take this expand now that he has tier 2. Place the Warren a little bit ahead. And it looks like clearly going to be a little bit supply blocked here with this second tier 2. And Raben, meantime, is trying to store up a bit of food. Wonder if he's looking to do a tier 3. No, he's just going to do a couple more skunks. Still storing a little bit of food. Fleur expanding off into this high ground here. Definitely, in my opinion, the smarter choice. Because then it's a little less difficult to defend. Those are the words I'm looking for. Meantime, second skunk horn comes up from Raben. And a cam horn coming in from Fleur. In the meantime, Fleur going to go ahead, try and double farm, trying to catch up to what Raben has and potentially pass it a little bit. Yeah. Looks like he's going in for this deep scout here. He's going to see a couple of tier 2s up. He's going to see the number of skunks his opponent has. Going to manage to fall back just in time. Rallies up his units, builds up more cams. Briefly supply blocking his own. It looks like Raben currently just managing to stay just one farm ahead. And again, he built those two at the same time. Fleur going to respond with another farm of his own. And a nice little mix of squizzards here. I like that. Compared to Raben's exclusive squirrel attack. That being said, he is starting to build his own lizard warrens. Continues scouting his opponent's army. Looking like he's wanting to go in here, starting off with the skunk gas. Trying to get that place down. He now also has this balloon, which is going to definitely give him very solid vision. He can see that almost the entire mill except for this back corner farm. And that balloon is just going to be oppressive in the future. And it looks like he's trying to lure his opponent into attacking into the gas and the balloon. Being said though, didn't lose too many lizards there. And Fleur going out with the badger on the way. And Kasha already halfway built in the meantime. And his siege game plan. Yeah, I kind of figured as much. Like I said, this mill still very much visible. And then the Kasha, she's gonna start building. And this badger though is not too terribly far behind. Gosh, I might be able to get off a couple picks before the gadger comes out. Hello, Mocha. And meantime, the 5-minute park has well passed. This is going to be a fun game. Flair's still a little bit behind in terms of farms. And it looks like he's got a sneaky plan with those lizards, but I don't know. I guess we'll get there when we get there. Meantime, Fleur going to go ahead and take this third expand. One that is away from this balloon. Once again, here come the skunks once more. Camps pop up, but they don't do anything. He does have 6 cams. And it looks like, looks like Raben's going to try and scout for those cams. And I think one's going to get revealed here. One is revealed. Goes down in health. And there it goes. And now the badger is up. Yeah, 80 food currently. Ooh, very good pick snipe. Trying to force the engage here. Looks like clearly he's a little bit of a pickle at the moment. He's gonna have to try and figure out a way to deal with this oppressive fire. It looks like he's just going to try and rush in here. But keep in mind, no pigeon support for the badger. And it's just going to get bursted down by all of his opponent's units. And Raben is going to clean up. Fleur is just going to surrender immediately. Very good for Raben. And you can just see that Fleur's army immediately dipped down. And return to lobby. Looks like Raben's going to be going along with the same game plan here. Fleur, I can already see all the tier 2 that he has in his deck. Actually, okay. I was very curious there. Very, very curious. Anyways, on the left, we have Raben Lied, and in the far right corner, we have Fleur de Lis. And let's see here. Map-wise, looks to be honestly a fairly balanced map. Raben does kind of have this double-edged sword of the double high ground as a convenience. I think Fleur also has a little bit of less like good build space if he wanted to try and hide anything. That being said, Raben does have these mills that are very safe, with this one being a little less safe than this one here. Yeah, that's effectively a pocket mill. This one, way in the back here, is also pretty safe for Fleur de Lis, albeit less so. You guys just simply put, this area for the most part blocked off, but will open up building expansions. So yeah, both sides, in the meantime, opening up to standard 8 farm warrens. And exactly the same in terms of foodstuffs. Almost. Raben was just a little bit behind in terms of building the warrens. But I like this map. It's a very nice map. Very, I guess, open but not open, if that makes sense. It does kind of have just a one-track path, though. And Fleur, ooh, going for this expansion early on. Raben, in the meantime, going once again into Skunk. Trying to keep his opponent back in that regard. Fleur, in the meantime, going to build up more squirrel warrens. Decides against it, though. I think he's going to opt for cams. Knowing that his opponent's building tier 2. Let's see here. In the meantime, Raben going to go ahead, build that second safe expand. It looks like Raben was briefly looking for something there. I think he was looking to see if he had expanded over here, but Fleur has not. Fleur's going to opt to build more cams. And meanwhile, Raben, he's just going to farm up. And we got one skunk out, another skunk very close and on its way. Here. Yeah. Currently it looks to be a macro game forming. Fleur, though, looks like he's figured out a little back path. Looks like there's also a brief little bit where the cabman cannot shoot. So I do wonder if he's going to try anything sneaky with that. In the meantime, Fleur going to go ahead and build pigeons this time. I guess I'm just trying to see what's going on. Wondering what the other tier 1 is. If there is another tier 1. And Fleur, well, just for now, going to back off. Ferret's on its way. Didn't even notice that he was building ferrets. You got a couple of toads here too. Fleur going to see that he is a bit behind on farms. I think he's going to try and catch up on that. There he goes. Meantime, the balloon starts coming up. And it looks like Fleur might try and take this as an advantage. Cam's getting hit with one of the artillery shells. And now we have a couple of arty cannons, some toads. It looks like he's still wanting to engage. He's going to try and get this balloon before it comes up. He manages to just barely get the balloon, but loses his tier 2 in the process. And now Fleur is forced to retreat. And this oppressive. It looks like Fleur's trying to rally up his units as best he can. He is definitely going to lose this mill, though, at this rate. He's going to try and set up a balloon of his own before the ferrets can get there. And that is a lot of food gone from Fleur. and not really coming in at a great time as we are about to hit the 5-minute mark. Farms will start going fallow. Raben, in the meantime, going to build up some more skunk. I would like to personally see a couple of snakes come out from Fleur. What is this week's ban? People are definitely going to play lizards more with this week's ban. I'm personally have a love-hate relationship with the lizard gameplay. On one hand, lizards are annoying to deal with, just simply because you're not allowed to scout, because if you leave for more than 5 seconds, a lizard player just rushes in and it destroys all your farms, your ruins, your hopes, and your dreams. Much like how Fleur was destroyed right there. Meantime, though, this balloon is up, though, which will provide cover against the ferrets. Looks like Fleur deciding against Snake. And it looks like he's going to, build the badger. He will definitely have the head start in that regard. There are a number of toads out here now. And it looks like Raben there did not even get a remote chance to see the badger. Looks like he knows that his opponent does have control of that mill. And Raben, going in for a push here. And Fleur manages to recall his units just in time. And it looks like Fleur is going to be stuck in this little ferret dance for a brief moment. However, badger is coming on its way now. Raben steadily running out of time to scout it. He's just going to keep on ecoing. I do not think is an optimal choice in this regard. Granted, he still doesn't know that a badger exists. Unless he's stream sniping, of course. But, well, that would be, as some would say, not great. Description of lizards. Yeah. I guess the stream delay is just long enough. This badger is about to come out. And it's here. Fleur has a number of pigeons on its way to help support his army. Pigeons will also definitely help against the skunk gas a little bit, just mitigating some of that damage caused by them. Being said, I do not know how well they'll do with the burst damage that the toads do. I guess the badger can worry about that, huh? Meantime, Fox, though, almost starting up construction. Fleur going to go ahead and build this mill. And he's just going to dance this ferret out by itself. He definitely should push the ferret with the rest of his army, especially since he is currently building a second, balloon. Both players having a second expansion that's out there. And now, here comes the ferret bombardment once again. And it looks like Fleur here is going to look at contesting it with his badger. Goes ahead, sells off the farms, keeping a number of food in his pocket. As he places down a couple more balloons here. Balloons will work in warding off the fox, though. And I think this balloon's going to come up just before he can get any use out of it. Let's see here. And the balloon does come up. Besides having 3 farms here, I think it's going to honestly come down ultimately to this cabin. This cabin is definitely going to be a major influence. Ooh, badger gets poked, but pigeons are here for a reason. And these squirrels are just going to get picked off. Looks like Raben just trying to dance around. Force it back. Ooh, trying to force an engage once again with the ferrets here. Keeping them away from the balloon though. He's going to try and focus fire on that. Ooh, it goes down though. And the engagement starts. Badger starts revving up. Ooh, a few too good toe connections there. Definitely shredding away at HP. But the badger stays along, and so does... Oh no, the fox is dead. Fox is dead. Fox is coming back up though. And these ferrets still poking away. This balloon either got destroyed or sold in the process. I didn't see which. Once again, trying to force this dance. I think Fleur is just going to accept his loss of that mill. This one will start fallowing out soon, though. Raben's expansion already has a little bit. Having said, he does have this third mill, and he still has the option of that campfire there. And looks like Raben going to try and keep this food advantage as long running as he possibly can. Fox is back up, hiding behind this little armada of balloons. And it looks like Fleur trying to tank up into more squirrels. Fox is out. Fox gets poked at a little bit, but overall, nothing different. And it looks like Fleur trying to force another engage here. Definitely not going to be in his favor though, as the toads shred away at the cans. However, this badger's still going. Ooh, Badger's out of health support. Ooh, Badger's at 7 health. Fleur, get the badger out of there. And it is gone. And it looks like Fleur is just going to surrender again. Yeah. Losing that badger was definitely painful. Besides, here we go again. If Raben succeeds, he will drain the Badger brothers of some of their food. Raben going with the same thing, only this time he's going to bring in lizards instead of squirrels. Fleur going with the same thing his own. Looks like Raben's looking at deciding here. And I'm going to go ahead and scroll through my Discord real quick to make sure nothing new has popped up that I don't know about. Okay. Looks like I've been definitely having a little bit of change there. Scoreboard's not immediately up. There we go. Alright, anyways, on the left we have Raben lied, and in the bottom here we have Fleur. We have an interesting map here, as the only play that this top corner is going to get, or this top side in general, is whenever Raben decides to expand in that direction. We've got this double high ground separating these two mills here. A little bit interesting. I do find it odd that Fleur has opted to switch out the balloon for the arty cannon a little bit, but I mean, if you feel comfortable with it, there's no argument. And ooh, that throat is not wanting to agree with me today. I guess that's what I get for doing a 3-hour stream the other day. Not sure how Dudley's does it. Ooh, bit of lag here. Anyway, both players going, once again, 8 farm, Warrens. Raben going for lizards, naturally. And Fleur, once again, going for squirrels. Without defender's advantage, squirrels, as I've seen, do lose against lizards pretty frequently. In time. Here, Raben, I'm gonna go straight into a tier 2 again. And warding off Fleur scouting with that regard. And I don't think he saw the tier 2. Looks like he's gonna opt to expand and build a tier 2 of his own. Like I said before, I personally would prefer to see snakes over cam, especially whenever you're dealing with Akasha, because then whenever the Akasha tries to fire, the snakes can come in, put a couple tags on her, and that will force her back. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and put a farm on that mill. Looks like he's planning an assault here too. After all, it is lizards. Flair's going to be away. He's going to definitely lose at least a couple of farms here. 1, 2, that will be 3. However, ooh. Few losses there. Flair forced back a little bit in terms of trying to farm up though. Requeues it so that way his 4th and final camp can start building. And then this balloon is going to come up. It's another good reason to bring snakes over cams. Though, I do understand Flair's choice of using cams right now. His opponent has a few lizards up, so cams will definitely put a stop in their tracks, and then some. Flair's steadily catching back up in farms. He's going to go ahead and build this arctic cannon on a double high ground here. Definitely looks like keeping it defended. Raben is going to scout it though. You're going to see that the arctic cannon is coming up. Doesn't really have a decent way to contest it though, as he is looking to build up this Kasha here in the far back corner. Lizard's coming out. Ooh, I think Raben's actually going to try and assault this. He's going to make a gun for it, I think. Yep, here they comes. And the cams immediately shred through all the lizards. And a little bit of that tier 1 skunk gas. Tier 1 skunk gas, sure. See here. Arctic cannon is up though. The cams are healing. This balloon is going to stop pretty much any attempt at an assault here. At least on the main base. Artillery cannon going to poke away as Flare expands to his 3rd base already. And then, in the meantime, going to check to see if his opponent's doing anything sneaky. Doesn't find anything, so he's just going to fall back. Flare going to go ahead and fully saturate this mill. Raben saturating his own as well. Looks like Flair's found a little bit of a back path here. He's going to see that the fox is up though. And here it comes. Ready to poke off units. Looks like he's found the artillery range. Flare going to keep his cams out and about. Kind of waiting as a Akasha trap there. Raben is a little bit smarter though than that, apparently, as he tries to scout for the cams using the Tarun. The true sight mechanic. Let's see, here we have Akasha though. He's going to run off to the side here, try and poke off some of these pigs. 1, 2, 2 pigs gone. Flare is managing to stay up though in terms of Badger is on its way, steadily. I say on its way. It's not on its way quite yet, but it will be soon. It'll be here soon. Trust me, guys. I guess I figured that the artillery might be a slightly better area denial. Ooh, going to poke away that cabin. There it goes. See here. Both armies kind of at a standstill at the moment. Flare trying to desperately keep his farms up. Going to build more cams. Build some snakes. Snakes would be very helpful in your situation. Yeah, this other balloon kind of pushed upwards here. It's not going to quite give him sight of the artillery. He's going to have to build up a little bit further ahead than that. Here. And he's going to see that what his opponent's army has. Definitely not a fan of it, because Fleur is very limited in terms of options. He's going to get poked away. He definitely sees the massive amount of lizards, though. With 21 lizards. So, once again, though, still would prefer snake. Meantime, Raben trying to just build up this wall of balloons here. Trying to see the exact range of the arty. Meantime, Fleur definitely just trying his best to stay ahead in terms of farms. He's got this back mill almost saturated. Looks like he's going to try and poke away at some of his opponent's forces here. Looks like the arty cannon is definitely at least trying to force some engagements. Neither side really wanting to attack each other at the moment because of their defenses. Might be able to build the artillery. I don't know if even with enough forward expansion, I don't think he would be able to contest it, especially now, since territory limitations and all that fun stuff. That being said, though, Fleur is going to take that back mill. It's like this is currently just an army of squirrels here getting fed away to the artillery. Looks like cams are going to start making an appearance here soon. Or lack thereof. Maybe. Ooh, Fleur going to try and push though. He's thinking that he's got the better army here. And he just might, actually. This is actually looking very good for Fleur here. Like I said, he is staying back, trying to keep away from this Kasha, luring his opponent into this defensive trap. The artillery starts working away at the units. The Kasha goes down. All this artillery still exists, but Badger is a moving target. Badger is a moving target. She can avoid and still fire. And, ooh, Fleur taking it. Buster, what are you burrowing? Oh, he's burrowing into the ground. Balloon goes down. And the Badger continues pushing forward. Looks like this is going to be not a complete shutout. At the very least. And Fleur is just going to start working away at all of his opponent's stuff. Destroying all of these farms here. And amazing gameplay from Fleur right there. That was an optimal engage. Wrong tabs. Return to lobby. Does Raven always go epic late game? I guess. I don't know. That is not something that is in my knowledge. I'm gonna start up black here as we go into game 4 of Raben Light versus Fleur de Lis. We have in the right Fleur de Lis, and then the bottom Raben Light. This is a very close map. This is gonna be very close quarters. I do not expect this to go into the late game. Both sides having scouted each other out, I think. Yeah. In terms of that game 3 right there, I think it's just Fleur managing to force his opponent back into his artillery cannon, thinking that he has the strength to do it. Yeah, he did lose. He did lose his lizards in that fight, though. Neither side going for any, like, cheeky shenanigans here, though. Just going to go 8 farm warrens. How long set? Let's go. Yeah. Both sides. Not really too active right now. Raben having switched up his deck a little bit, opting for falcons instead of toads. Yes, toads. Lungs. Meantime, Raben, go ahead and build up the tier 2 once again. Fleur matching the game plan, actually. Being a little bit ahead, I think. Anyways. Yeah, he's a little bit ahead on that game plan. Raben looking to take this far back corner expansion. Meantime, Fleur going to take the one that's right in front of him. Meantime, Fleur, a little bit of a squizzard here. Got a little bit of squizzard. As Raben is going exclusively lizard, as that is his only tier 1. And time now. Fleur here. Both his camps are up. If Fleur attacks right about now, or at least soon, I think he'll definitely have an upper hand here, especially since his opponent does not have falcons or anything like that up yet. It's just a couple of skunks. I think... Ooh. Looks like Fleur might be wanting to do something cheeky here. So I see that his opponent is building a bit more of a lizard ball, though. And his opponent's looking at attacking. Gonna try and take down his expand here. And here comes all of his opponent's units. And that was very strong. Raben definitely at disadvantage from that attack. Fleur, I think he's going to try and push his advantage here. And here they comes. The camp's just immediately destroying everything. And yeah, like I said, I did not expect this to get into the late game. That does, however, put them at a 2-2. We have all 5 games here. It looks like Raben going to try for about the same game plan here. Looks like the only difference being that he's going to... No? He's just trying to switch up some of his units. Let's see here. We have, in the bottom left, we have Raben Light. In the top right, we have Fleur. Let's see here. Map-wise, this is very open. We do have this cabin that's right in the middle here. I guess if you wanted to avoid the cabin, you could just take the side route here. It's a little bit of a longer route, as you kind of have to curve around. Marman, I come back and Fleur is rolling. Yeah, no, Fleur is making a bit of a comeback. This could be a reverse sweep for Fleur de Lis. Personally, I like it. Go with the French. See here, Fleur. Meantime, both sides once again going for 8 farms before trying to do any cheeky shenanigans. Meantime, Raben over here being like, this would be a good place to put my holes if they weren't banned. Meantime, though, let's see here, map-wise. Raben, I think, has the better second expand, since it's just right here on this high ground right next to him. Nothing to really worry about. And then this third expand is also kind of in his favor, as it is on the high ground. He does also have a couple of cabins here that he can take. Meantime, though, both sides going double tier 1 into tier 2. Fleur opting to expand afterwards. I think Raven's going to do the same thing once he gets the food. There he goes. See here, Fleur prevented from scouting, but he does see that tier 2 is coming. Meantime, Fleur looking, start building up his lizards here. Definitely get that squizzard combo going. Raben does have toads though, so lizards definitely going to become suboptimal in the near future. Especially once Raben scouts and sees his opponent has said lizards. Yeah, both sides opting to put one farm on their current expands. Raven storing up a little bit of food though. I guess he did die. He's gonna start, building up toads. Definitely a good way to get rid of, what's it called? Lizards. Yes, words. I am good at English, I swear. Meantime, though, Fleur opting for a few more cams. I would personally like to see a couple more squirrels come out of him before he commits to anything else, just that way he can keep the toads back and whatnot. Meantime, though, second one is up, and Raven storing a bit of food right now, and this pig is getting distracted with the campfire. It's actually kind of funny. Meantime, Fleur going to opt for this third expansion here. Definitely a little bit of a bold strategy. He's going to see that a pig is poking away at this cabin. And it's still gaining food, so no real reason to worry about it. Meantime, now this territory definitely coming into contest here. And there goes the cabin, dying to a singular pig. Meantime, now Kasha on the way. Raven still a bit of food in his pocket though, as Fleur opts to build a couple of balloons here. Definitely trying to keep this expansion, and it gives him a good deal of vision. Yeah, he can see that a couple of toads are already out. You can see this cabin. He definitely knows whenever his opponent will be coming towards his main. And then Raven's gonna find out about the balloons. And they're gonna be finishing up a balloon up here. Fox is up and it's coming in soon. Looks like we're definitely gonna have a macro game. Meantime, Fleur opting to build, a bunch of tier 1. And a couple of extra cams. As all of the Warrens come up. We did just pass the 5-minute mark, so Fleur currently a bit behind on eco. Actually decent ways behind on eco. So that will be an eventual issue. Meantime, Fleur is catching up though. He is catching up. Meantime, Raben's last of his farms come up. He's going to try and build more skunks in response to this opponent's massing tier 1. And meantime, taking a good deal of damage from that. Raben looking to try and flank here. Fleur going to respond by building up a couple, putting his lizards over to the side, or cams to the side over here for the brief moment. Raben definitely still hoarding a bit of food though. Very concerning. You're going to try and build this third balloon. What's his opponent's plan going to be here? Multi-Kasha game plan? No, Falcons. Several of them. It's an optimal choice of strategy. He's got a decent army built up now. Nothing fragile, especially with Skunk. See here, we got 4 balloons here, though. Definitely formed a near impenetrable wall. I'd like to see a few more units come out of Fleur, though. And it looks like, sure enough, as I say that, he starts building up Badger. I also just realized that Fleur does not have pigeons, which is bold. He's going to start building up more cams. I would still like to see more snake, personally. Wow, way bit more. I wrote them. We have an infinite toads. Yeah, I know. Looks like, ooh, Raven's gonna start responding with a balloon of his own. As the balloons start shooting away at him, Fox fires back at his commander. Very curious as to what the game plan is here. In the overall scheme of things, Falcons are done building. He's going to said opt for more Falcon. The Falcons get a good burst on the Badger. The Badger will not last, especially if they are engaged within Raben's defenses. Here, I like to see this. Oh, Fox goes down. The Fox goes down after a couple of balloon shots. Here, Fleur opting to build more camps in response. He's gonna try and start retreating his opponent's forces. And Badger is here. See here, Raven gonna start trying to build up, trying to sell a couple of units so he can get the Fox up a little bit sooner. Fleur going to be forced back from the massive amount of opponents. Also, my overlays are off. Why are they off? That's weird. That's not great. There. This should be fixed now. In the meantime, this wall of balloons here. I suppose if you're going to ward off anything, that's the way to do it. Meantime, these lizards here are going to take away this expand option. Balloons being just within reach of each other. Oops. Yeah, no, this is definitely going to be a little bit of a long one here as we approach the 10-minute mark. Fox is back. Looks like Flair's looking at trying to do something cheeky there with the 10 cams that are currently out, soon to be 12. All of these warrens, very concerning how they're just in a row rather than back here. Meantime, looks like Fleur there was looking for a couple of options there, and I think he is realizing that he's running out of space. He does have a starvation farm for him, luckily. And I'm trying to figure out exactly where that balloon's range is. He's going to build a ton more lizards. I need to build yet another balloon over on this flank. Meantime, though, Raben out of farms. He is going to get this expand. He's going to queue it up. He's going to build up that campfire too. So, any losses that Raben takes right now is going to be very damaging. And Fleur is going to take the engage. The Warren, or Gristmill, immediately goes down. And this Falcon now revved up for the most part. But it, ooh, Falcon's definitely forcing his opponent back though. That being said, Raben is out of a lot of units and he's going to be forced to sell to try and resupply his army. As you can see here in the income, Fleur is just taking a massive lead in eco. And his army value is coming back much faster than Raben's. Meantime, though, Raben starting to get his food back up slowly. The campfire just now keeping him alive. Looks like Fleur is preparing for a more of an ending push here. And to rally up all of his units. He sold a number of them. And one of those... Oh, I see what's going on here. Going to opt to engage now. With the cans on the flank here. They start wailing down at everything. They can't do anything about these falcons though. But with his opponent's forces destroyed, the Badger goes down. But Raben is left with literally one squirrel. And Fleur looks like he's just going to go in for the reverse sweep. This is going to be over for Raben once that campfire goes down. There it goes. These last few squirrels here just existing. And it looks like Raven's going to be trying to look for any options to get out of here. He's not going to find any though. And Fleur takes it with the 2-3 reverse sweep. That was some gameplay right there. I am personally in love with it. Very good games. As up next, we have Roman versus Raben. Where is Roman? Oh, must be Roman. Let's see here. I'm trying to keep things a little bit organized here. Going to realize that the freaking overlay is still up. There we go. They finally got it. Yeah, just that way. See here, into Raben, and then Roman. Ah, freaking Roman. There. And Roman opting to do the little dance there. See here, announcement, and versus Raben, 272. And do Roman. Wait, it's still Roman. There we go. Alright, let me double check to make sure that I have everything right in the overlay. Awesome. here we go. Ah, almost had it. There we go. I think that time we got it. Yeah. Anyways, here in the bottom left, we have Roman, also known as Bowman in game. And in the top left, we have Raben lied. So there is a rush distance of 0.0 meters. 0.3. And Roman is going to try and do an early skunk push. Squirrel push, actually. Raven, he is going to see this. I think he's going to respond with trying to build up squirrels of his own. I think they're going to be just a little bit too late to get this corner farm safe, though. And here comes Roman. And to try and poke away at this pig. Pig goes down for one squirrel. Starting pig at that. Looks like he's going to try again with the second one. But his opponent does have squirrels now. The pig still goes down. See here. A little bit of lag there. Yeah, gonna start poking away at the warrants though. And, ooh. This is already not looking good for Raven here. And here, with Roman's plan here. And Raven, meantime, he's gonna keep those warrants up for now. Avoid selling his squirrels, knowing that his opponent has about the same amount of squirrels. Yeah. It looks like his opponent's going to try and probably poke down these warrants here, just out of range of their other squirrels. One goes down. Has 3 squirrels that can be permanently lost. It looks like Roman's going to try and force a counterattack here. Grab this building farm. Building farm goes down. 1 squirrel goes down. Oh, do we have 2? 2 squirrels go down. It looks like this one's probably about to take a few hits. You hear 1. Ooh, almost got that squirrel. I think this is going to be a loss of another warren. There it goes. The squirrel did pop out just before, and those 2 squirrels kill each other. And forced back. Oh, Raben is stuck with 3, soon to be 4 farms. Whereas compared to Roman's 7. That being said, Roman is forced back. Raben trying to make the best out of a bad situation now, as he is forcing away these forward warrens. Oh, 1 goes down. Raben does not have the food to continue trying to support his defense, though. Yeah, limited amount of pigs finally starting to get to him. Supply blocking himself. Poor Mocha. Poor Mocha. Raymond here just going to stand here menacingly for the time being. Here, a moment. She's gonna opt to build up more squirrels. The sad part is that if he was really in a pickle situation, he would probably be sitting down landmines between his base and Raven's. Raven is starting to get his economy back up, though. But Roman, having a much larger army here, he's gonna start poking away at his opponent's defenses. All of the squirrels go down. And Bowman, he's just going to end this, basically. Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely a win-1 for Roman. Oops. Some mistakes were made there, but it's okay. Did it again. There. Anyways, in the far left, we have Roman, and in the almost far right, we have Raben lied. See here, map-wise, this one definitely being a lot larger. Raben has a little bit more of a central starting base, giving him, I guess in a sense, more expansion options. That being said, this path is completely cut off, leaving this one as really his only fresh expansion. And Roman's kind of in the same boat, but with this expansion. And then we have these two down here that Raben can use to approach. And Roman can just... These 3 mills are very close to each other. I think securing them would be optimal for endgame plans. Snatch, I do believe that question gets answered in a unit discussion by Illuminatus. See here in the meantime, I have some standard stuff. 8 farms into warrens. Yeah. Overall, just nothing exciting, but whoever said that exciting was fun. Wait, I think I said that wrong. Oh, wait though. Raben opting to go ahead and try and build skunks, as his typical game plan. Here, both sides, kind of just scouting each other, checking up on one another. I do not think Roman saw the tier 2. Oh no, he did. Okay. So he might try and go for a timing push here. But meantime, he is going to build skunks of his own and pigeons. In the meantime, both sides still scouting each other pretty heavily. Looks like Roman here going to opt for more skunk, and Raben going to opt for the expansion up in this corner here. See here, double check. He is going to see this second expansion, or not expansion, but second tier 2. You can see a second set of skunks coming in. Meantime, now Raben going to go ahead and start doing a little bit of farming on his expand. And I think, okay, falcon, respectable. Gonna do 2 farms to the falcons, making sure that he has enough food to do both and the second farm. See here, income-wise, yes, this does put Raben marginally ahead. Not entirely certain why this dipped there for a moment. Guess he sold something, one of his farms, while it was building to build something else. But Roman, meantime, looking to attack here. He does have the tech advantage, especially in terms of units. Here, Raven not really prepared for this. He's gonna see this bonus coming in. This balloon might get destroyed pretty quickly. Yeah, he's gonna have to try and focus down his opponent's army. And this balloon is up though. Yeah, and the falcons here are going to kind of just save the day as Raben prepares for a counterattack, opting to move in. But with his limited units, he's just going to be moving in enough to make sure that his opponent stays off his turf. See here, army value wise, looks like both sides are same battle losses. Raven's army coming back a little bit faster. Ooh, almost a commander death right there. That would have been disastrous for Bowman. Here, that's those units getting a little bit poked off. In the meantime, Raven opting to build a couple more skunks. Well, we're going to go ahead and take this expansion. It is the 5-minute mark, so I'm kind of in a prickly situation. Raven, checking around to make sure that there's no like sneaky expansion. He's just going to see though that his opponent is a little bit behind in terms of food right now. And he might try and take advantage of that by... He's actually going to take advantage of it by ecoing up a little bit further. See here, meantime, Bowman denied a good scout. Does see that at least a couple things are up here. He doesn't see to what extent. He doesn't even know whether or not there's a tier 3 building in the back. Stuff like that. And he's just going to opt to try and build this farms back up as quick as he can. Trying to get his eco back in the game. And you can just see the massive dip that Roman's eco took. So he's been forced to sell and repurchase units. Both sides now about equal in terms of farms. And Raben starting up with the Kasha. And Roman, I think, managing to recover from his eco loss. Doesn't really have too many ways to deal with Falcons currently, though. And scout around to see if his own opponent has built any secret mills. Does not see any. Has to fall back. And just trying to get his army back up as quick as he can. Raben, meantime, though. Oh, I thought he was going to go in for attack, but it looks like he's just going for a more responsive defensive posture. See here, meantime, though, Kasha is starting her construction. My roommate doing stuff in the background. They can hear this thing. They can hear the clinking of cans. Don't worry. You're fine. You're fine. You have been mentioned. See here. Meantime, Raven, taking a look around. Meantime, as he tries to do a couple of expansions here, using at least one of them. In the meantime, Roman's army is back up. Still behind Raben's, though. And Raben does now have the Fox. A couple of balloons hiding somewhere. And they just... Okay, he's building 4 balloons. Gotcha. Ooh. Looks like he's gonna go for some cheeky plays here with his Fox. I mean, look around. Ooh, Fox takes a little bit of damage there. Ooh, got something there. Got one of the pigs. But now Fox is forced to retreat with his opponent's army bearing down on her. Picks off another squirrel in the meantime. Goes ahead and falls back into friendly territory. Yeah, Raben, though, currently with a lot of food, going to opt to build a couple more skunks there and continue building up farms. Let's see here. Ooh, no. Yep, there goes the Fox, sure enough. I saw those cams going out, and I could not say anything because words are difficult. Definitely a major loss of 180 food. Yeah. I mean, I think looking at trying to contest this defended position, really can't. And, ooh. Roman here, checking around the area for cams. Sure enough, finds almost all of them immediately. Bowman sees what's going on, goes ahead and opts to retreat the cams, and then proceeds to put them right back almost. So I'm going to try and put this on the mix of high ground here. Sure enough, there they are, revealed almost immediately. Oh yes, Micro's the Fox back. And this is a sea of red right now. I think, and that's just going to be a loss for Roman. Raben lied. Now, 1-1. some noise suppression. I'll try that out. I do apologize. I'm working on it. I'm a minute behind. Okay, he's just finished up. Oh well, here we go again. Anyways, cans are over. And here we have, in the bottom, we have Raben, and in the very top, we have Roman. And he's going to try and farm a lizard, which I think was spotted. It was. And unfortunately, he's trying to play some serious mind games here. See here, Raven's going to check the immediate area. Gonna see that warren is gone, but there two more have taken its place. And it looks like he's gonna sell one. Have to build up another farm. Roman trying very hard with these mind games here. Raven also does the same thing. Sells one of the warrens. He's got 2 squirrels now, so he is safe from any lizard onslaught. Hang on, Windows 10, stop ruining the immersion. Yeah. And I was pretty sure that was 5 cams that were spotted there, Catter. I don't know, I'd have to look at the VOD again. Looks like Bowman up to sell the lizard, trying to go up to 8 farms. Once again, continuing standard stuff, going to be a little bit ahead in the economy at the start. Yeah, Raven though, don't think he minds too much. So it's now about equal in terms of farming. And Roman looking at doing a potential attack with the lizards here, but decides against it, just warding off his opponent, I guess. Keeping from any scouting going on. Meantime though, Raven going for a bunch of lizards. Not only going to be, as soon to find out, probably a mistake, as his opponent does have toads now. No, what happened was, my roommate has a bunch of cans that he's going to melt down because he has a smeltery and he's fancy like that. Yeah, meantime though, Raven, I think he did see the toads come up. I think he's opting to, sell for more squirrels. Gonna go ahead and expand up into the higher ground here. Definitely get himself into this kind of terrible low ground situation. And Bowman definitely having a bit of a map advantage with that, in that regard. It looks like Bowman, he's going to try and attack a bunch of a bunch of lizards here and toads, but Raven does have the turret up. And here come the toads, doing a good deal of damage. But I think these last few lizards here are going to get finished up by the squirrels. And yeah, let's see here. Army value, yeah, about the same. Yeah, both sides using the map equal. And now, Rowan looking to attack again. He is going to be warded away, trying to micro his units as best he can. But now he has put himself in a little bit of a dangerous situation. See here, looking to kind of just fall back and forth through this little dance, little shindig. Meantime, Raven going to go ahead and queue up a farm as the last of his units finish building up. Both sides having equal numbers right now in terms of raw power. It's just now a matter of what units they have. Roman, in the meantime, preparing for another onslaught. Building up again another turret. And here it comes. And this time, though, the turret does not go down that easily. He managed to knock down the turret. He has a few mines set up in this little pathway. Raben, though, I'm going to just play conservative and defensively. Knowing that he has beaten his opponent back, he is perfectly okay with that. And doesn't even know the mine's existence. So a bunch of lizards going to start coming in. Looks like they're going to pick off a couple of the farms there. One or two. Okay, he's going to try and lead his opponent directly into the mines. They don't get too much damage off, though. See here. The toads. Toads definitely not going well. And alright. Roman just surrenders. Says, alright, you got me. GG. You know, you can just, I guess you can see exactly why Roman surrendered. He had 0 army at the end of that. Nice patch. I think these are current patch. I believe Magnificent 21 is taking place in this current patch before the Toad changes are implemented. Anyways, onwards to another game. See here we have Tutoron 2-1 in Raben's favor. See here, got in the right, top right, we have Roman, and in the far left we have Raben. See here, and time we have this corner of the map that's not really going to be of much use. See here, we have Millwise, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 for Raben, 5 for Raben, 4 for Roman. But Roman does also have easier access to this campfire. See here. Also, I will say that this 5th expansion here, a little bit dangerous since it's on low ground with high ground right next to it. Some cliff face. Meantime, though, both sides just going to go standard 8 farm. Looks like Raben held on to his food for a little bit there, just to make sure his opponent wasn't trying anything. There is a gnat flying around here somewhere, and next time I see it, it will get clapped, whether it wants to or not. And both sides, though, meantime, just going with their standard openings. And double farm, or double warren. Sides, I'm just checking each other out. Bowman opting to build a 3rd warren and a 4th. And here, looks like Raben is going to respond in kind. I'm gonna question what that pig said. I'm gonna assume that was something like Vioch. But sure, you know? Meantime, though, Bowman here going for a decent chunk of tier 1. Meantime, Raben opting to build questionable turret. Now, I'd personally like to see skunks come in from the man. It looks like that's what he's about to opt for. There he goes. Meantime, Bowman still opting to build a ton of tier 1. I think once he scouts the tier 2, he will decide better of it. Did he see the tier 2? Oh no, actually I don't think he saw it. He did, but I don't know if he saw it. He might have seen the red bar going up. Meantime, though, Bowman opting to do an attack right here and right now with 20 squirrels to his name. It's going to be 21. Here, Raven going to try and rally up his units. Going to build another turret in the back here. Swarm's going to start getting poked down. Doing a little bit of warren tanking. See here, but the skunk is out now. It is going to start going through the tier 1 here. And sure enough, yeah, Bowman forced back. And being said, Raben did lose a couple of warrants there. But in the end, Roman lost a lot more army. Yeah, and looking like he's going to opt to respond with a few more squirrels here. Roman, though, opting to build pigeons now. As we see, rather massive mess tier 1. Currently at the 4-minute mark. One more until farms start going fallow. Meantime, Raben, I think he's going to try and take this expansion for himself. What is he going for, actually? Okay, so he's going to sell that turret. Definitely optimal. Gonna build a few more squirrels. And here comes Roman, though. Opting to try and punish this. He's gonna see that this expansion is coming up. See here, Warren goes ahead and starts taking a couple of squirrels' attention. At the skunks here, though, shredding away at the tier 1. And the pigeons start going off as well. That is a lot of pigeons. See here, another pigeon gets poked off. And it looks like Raben, I think he's going to opt for a counterattack here, knowing that his opponent's army is far weaker than his own. Farms, in the meantime, do start going fallow. Raben looking like he's going to be looking at taking down this mill here before it goes up. See here, in the meantime, though, both armies very much supply blocked. So pigeons might start doing stuff in the long run here. But in the end, Raben takes in 3-1, defense successful. Roman opting to just back out. That's fine. Just want to get rid of the tank. 3-1. 3-1. Beautiful. Let's see here. Is that up? Let's see here. What's up next? See here. Looks like it should be Anki versus Tosh, possibly. Oh. Yeah, trying to figure out what's exactly going on here. And I'm going to go ahead and update the scoreboard. So, Anki v Tosh should be next. I'm Trinitogla Serena. What? I'm not sure which one that's supposed to be. I'm going to assume that it's Anki, which in this next match, by the way, Anki will have a 2-0 head start against his opponent due to massive score difference. Come on. There it goes. Up. There. Let's see here. 1376. He is beatable. And remember, Anki only needs one win to take weight off of Big Pimentosh. Here. Meantime. Is Anki. Okay. Meantime, where is Tosh? There he is. Just as I say something. Turns out he was making tea. A very important task. Tosh, you are excused. Let's see here, meantime. Going to go ahead. Looks like the other two are going to go ahead and start. Wait? No? Oh, okay. You're going to mess with the scoreboard. Gotcha. Gotcha. Let's see here. We have green. There we go. Alright. We have Trintarculus Arsena, aka Anki, as the KSR, and Tosh as Archimedes. And we are going to start this off. Nice little bit of lag. See here, in the far left we have Anki, and in the right we have Big Pimentosh. Oh, another bot. Oh, good. Yeah, didn't even notice. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Fuck off, bot. Be gone, bot! Moving on from that little interesting bit. Let's see here, we have Anki running Squirrel, Pigeon, Ferret, Skunk, Wolf, and Balloon. And Tosh running Squirrel, Toad, Pigeon, Skunk, Badger, and MG Nest. Tea is his source of power. See here. We have. Let's make sure. Is the overlay up? Overlay is up. No, it's not. The overlay's not up. It's because I briefly switched off some things. There. Overlay's up. Meantime, though, nothing too exciting has happened so far. We have double warrants after 8 farms. Anki advancing to Tribble. You know, I thought I turned on the scoreboard. I forgot that I briefly went to studio mode and forgot to switch back. Yeah. Tosh can go ahead, fall back. Both sides taking these rather frontal expansions here. Tosh can build his warrants immediately behind his expansion. And a turret to go along with it. Here, making sure this opponent doesn't try to advance. And now we have the turret. And Anki going to go ahead and build a balloon. Here, both sides I have... Ooh, looks like he's gonna try and take down this balloon, but the balloon comes up just in time. Picks off the last of that squirrel's there. And that is going to be a lot of vision. And he can literally see this entire expansion. Meantime though, Tosh is building up some skunks. Whereas Anki is just building the, what's it called? More tier 1s. Meantime, it appears that I'm never going to hear the end of that. See here, Trinitroglycerina. Yeah, glad we don't have to type that out. Meantime, though, Tosh's skunks are up. And along with that, Anki's are coming away. Meantime, both sides trying to kind of just farm up, as both of them have defenses and, you know, are expanded and basically into each other. They're in kind of Cold War state. Anki going to be building ferrets. And once those ferrets come up, those turrets are definitely going to go bye-bye. Tosh, though, building up this badger. His opponent not really doing a lot of scouting here. Meantime, can we go ahead and build up that third expand? See here. Tosh, though, doesn't have a number of pigeons on the way as well. Straddling all. Yeah. It's literally what this is right here. Yeah. Tosh, in the meantime, going to go ahead and take this third expand. Tosh, kind of a step ahead. Did I just say Tosh twice? In the meantime. Let's see here, 5-minute mark. Farms 2 start going fallow. Let's see here. Got a couple more ferrets up and running now. The turrets are sold, by the way. And here comes the ferret barrage. And Tosh, in the meantime, is forced to do the ferret dance. And there are 3 of them now. Definitely a little bit more troublesome to deal with than just 2. 2 is manageable. 3 is annoying to deal with. I think 4 is the typical area where things are difficult to deal with. Either way though, Badger is up and it's going to start poked away by the balloons here, or 1 balloon, soon to be probably 2. Oh no, both balloons are down. Badger staying alive easily, and that I think is going to be GG's for Anki. Trying to dance around this Badger here, keeping her alive for as long as he can. And just march straight into this expansion. And the civilized will feast. Bringing 1 win for Pimp and Tosh. Trinitroglycerin. Really? Okay, I guess. Wait though, both sides. Back to the mini selection screen. Once again, Anki just needs the 1 win. That is all that he can ask for, all that he needs. Or she? Anki, is he or she? By the way, match is starting. We have, in the far left, Anki, and in the right, we have Pimpintosh, and a decent amount of ground to cover. Pimpintosh, I think he's going to be looking for some lizard play here, just considering that's his only tier 1 outside of pigeons. Then again, we could see some definitely high tier messing around. Hopefully that second balloon had come up in time. I think one of these days here soon, I'm going to put up a Twitch chat overlay, mainly for the purposes of the VODs. Wouldn't be a bad idea, would it? Map-wise though, looks like Anki has the slightly better expansions, as they're just kind of in a semicircle around his base. I think Tosh can be a little bit more aggressive, but at the same time does have this double high ground to worry about, so yeah. Yeah, these two cabins here. Friendly neighbors. Yeah, meantime, Tosh just being a little bit of a pest, I guess. I just annoying him with like, I'm scouting you, can't do anything cheeky if I'm scouting you. But that being said, Tosh is going to start building cams, which I think is spotted. Yeah, they're spotted. So yeah, I think Anki here is going to respond with skunks. Ooh, here comes some potentially sneaky lizard play. Ooh. He's got a little bit poked at. Opts to fall back though once he realizes that his opponent is nearby. Trying to win out his opponent's army. Doesn't seem to work though, as Tosh just simply falls back, retreats his army back. Looks like he's going to be trying again though. And then Anki looking to be doing some intercepting here. Decides against it. Instead, opts to build a few more squirrels. Tosh's cams are up though. Tosh does have his cams up. He's going to build a balloon. Going to take the lower pig campfire. Yeah. Anki goes ahead, starts rallying his units forward a little bit. I think he kind of has an idea of what's coming here. And here comes his opponent's forces, rushing immediately into their back lines, but there's a couple squirrels back there that hadn't quite gotten into the back. And Anki opts to just stay back. Despite his victory, he decides against pushing for the counterattack, uncertain of what his opponent has. I think he's just going to opt and farm. Yeah, Tosh opting to build more lizards in the process. Almost loses his commander in the process of that scout. Meantime though, he is a bit ahead on farms, which should help soon. Number of lizards here though, once again. Meantime, the camps have been sold in option for the badger. And Tosh going to interrupt his opponent's shenaniganizing with these lizards here. It's a couple of pokes off, but otherwise though, it just effectively makes him equal in farms. And I'm going to respond by putting a balloon up in that corner. Just see his opponent in advance. Meantime though, Badger will be ready to come up here in just a little bit. And that balloon's going to go down. There it goes. See here, Anki forced to kind of move his army around a little bit. Ooh, loses one, but loses a farm in the process. A couple lizards lost, but yeah, not exactly great. Constant harassing with the lizards. Ooh, I think Anki sees this one coming. Yep. Falcon giving him just that little bit of extra sight that he needed to respond to his opponent. Badger is on the way though. I think once this Badger comes out, I think that will be GG. Yeah, Badger's coming out. But a number of these tier 1s being lost here. And here it comes. Ooh, Badger. Badger survives with 2 HP. That is aggravating. That is aggravating. Yeah. I'm gonna try and get his army back up and running. Tosh, though, he is very limited on farms. Reinforcements are coming back very slowly. He's gonna have to really just make his options known now. See here. Anki here rallying all rather than just letting his squirrels focus fire. And try again. See here. Now both sides limited to 1 farm. And Anki is just going to surrender that. Puts him and Tosh 2-2. Definitely needed a drink there. 13 weavers. That's nice. That is nice. And here we go again. See here, looks like Anki here going for a little bit more of a poke style deck, and Pim and Tosh going for something that almost I would go with, to be honest. With the squirrel, pigeon, skunk snake, badger, and the MG nest. That actually is a deck that I would go for. And it's a good deck. Anyways. Both sides though. See here, we have on the upper mid-left area, yes, very specific, we have Tosh, and near the bottom we have Anki. I mean, both sides opting to just go 8 farm warrants. Looks like Tosh here going for a little bit more of a forward warren placement there. That's because he's going to go double warren into the mill that's right next to him. Anki does kind of have this moat to help protect him from any shenaniganizing, at least for his main base. That being said, if Tosh really wanted to go for something long here, he could go for this ninja base and kind of just sneak his way through these cabins into this corner. See here. And Anki kind of just forced back for the time being. Now, he can't really contest the mill with the amount of units that he has. That turret is going up, definitely going to stop him from contesting. Meantime, though, he is just going to set up a balloon. Here, Tosh trying to quickly upscale his farms, building even a couple on this ninja expansion. And Anki briefly thinks about getting this upper mill, but decides against it. Yeah. Overall, not entirely certain as to what this game will turn into yet. Tosh is just going to continue expanding massively on this ninja mill. And it's not like Anki has any quick units about it either. And he does have these 2 cabins to worry about. Being said though, Anki going to go for that back expansion. See here, I think Tosh is going to scout it out. Now he's just going to see that there's an upper area that Anki has access to. Yeah, this ninja expansion fully kitted out, fully expanded on. I don't think Anki even realizes what's happening back there. He doesn't even know that his opponent is amassing 20 food per second. Approximately, anyways. Time. Anki just opting to build up units on that little front. And he's going to go ahead and start getting the ferrets ready. See here, Tosh does have skunks coming in at the same time. And a badger. And more skunk. Kind of wonder if Tosh here is going to go for a multi-badger play here. You can go see this back expansion. And see that Tosh is there. If he's smart, he might realize that Tosh got there rather quick, because this middle ground area is basically completely blocked off. Yeah, in the meantime though, I think Anki definitely has a terrible feeling going on, because I think he knows that ooh, and there go the turrets, and Anki has a couple snakes building right now, which I think will come up in time for the badger. I think at least a couple of them will, and another couple, if Tosh engages, might come up mid-fight. Being said, Tosh amassing massive amounts of food per second now. He is just desperately throwing down all of his warrants. Okay, yeah, no. Like I said, snakes do come up in time. Ooh. Yeah. It looks like, you know, Anki is just being too careful right now. He doesn't realize that his opponent has basically spent all of his money into eco. Now his opponent has at least one tier 3. Here pretty soon it's going to be 2. Potentially 3, depending on how things go. Ooh, snake gets poked out with the balloon. Looks like he's just desperately trying to work away these balloons. Does he even... Hey, he's got to see the badger, right? Okay, he definitely sees it now. I figured he saw the badger, but I couldn't be sure about it. Well, artillery just working away at the, what's it called? It looks like... Ooh, Tosh is going to go ahead and try and take this engagement here. Tosh does a little bit of damage, throws the balloon back, but otherwise doesn't have too terribly much, as something lands in my hair for no reason whatsoever. Oh, there goes yet another one. Another one goes down. That snake immediately gets destroyed, along with that snake. And the 2 badgers going to work away at his opponent's forces as Anki continues flinging himself further into their backline, his own backlines, trying to avoid all skunk gas. Ooh, good attacks on the boars. Oh, one badger is definitely dead. Both badgers are going to die here. There they go. But I think they have caused too much damage. And that is a lot of pigeons. That is a lot of pigeons. And Anki, not having it, is going to surrender once again, giving a 2-3. And I think, unless more games have been confirmed, yeah, looks like we got a couple more games up. We have, I think it was Heartseed versus ThisGuy, aka Wolf Guy. So alright. Let's see here. Get rid of a couple of these things here. Meantime, let's see, we have, let me double check just to make sure. Yeah, Heartseed versus this guy. Okay, so Heartseed is the attacker. And this guy is defender with a weight of 720. Actually, last game. Yeah, there we go. Go ahead, reset all of that. Alright. There we go. Anyways, I am actually... What is going on in this Twitch chat? Scratch match. Best of 9 no less. Start 2-0 down. That's... Anyway, fun games to watch nonetheless. In the meantime, I am going to BRB because I need to use the restroom and would like to get... Yeah, just use the restroom. Looks like we have this guy in here as defender, waiting for his opponent to join. And like I said, I will be right back. Meantime, enjoy this beautiful, beautiful screen. And we're back. I feel a lot better. And do that. Still waiting on Heartseed at the moment. So yes. Nat. Sounds like we are getting a nice little rendition there. I do apologize for the inevitable Windows 10 sound. Let's see here. Got this guy. Where is Heartseed? Let me ping him. There. Now we have to do this rather awkward little dance here as we try and fix things around. See here. That's just check. Yeah. Saying Cassette to spread fake news. Did I wash my hands? Of course I washed my hands. That's some filth. So yeah. Still not entirely certain what's going on. I think there's a little bit of confusion roundabouts at the moment. There we go. Right? Finally, there we go. Ah, we are good. There we go. Okay, wow, that was very quick. As I didn't even get time to see freaking Heartseed's color, which is red. And this guy is yellow. Rude how they change colors on me like that. Right, moving on though. We have, in the middle right, we have Heartseed, and up top we have this guy, aka ThisGuy, as he is currently on the Discord. That is quality news source. And this guy going for 5-farm squirrel Warren. I guess, whatever works. Heartseed, scout around. He's going to see the Warrens. Looks like he's going to try and build up his own Warrens. Yeah. Well, they're forward Warrens at that. We can build up a couple of lizards in all actuality. Meantime, this guy, he is looking to make this push now. I think at least one lizard is going to come up before the squirrels make it. There they are. Looks like Heartseed is going to respond by building up even more lizards. Ice cream to the people. Yeah, because that's a good read, alright? And, ooh, this guy's army getting separated right there. Definitely not a good thing for his army to, do that. So, Heartseed does manage to pick off a couple more, squirrels right there. A slight advantage in that regard. Meantime, he's going to take up this Fort Warren here. And there it goes. And quickly leaves before too much more damage can be done. Giving him another 20 food and advantage. And this guy though, meanwhile, just trying to farm up. Keeping his units nearby. Not really scouting his opponent. As the opponent goes for round 3. This time snaking around the opposite flank here. He's gonna have this one lone lizard though. And here it goes, straight for the farm. Quickly throws out of there before he can... Oh, he actually does manage to grab that as well. But his opponent's not going to be able to catch up to the lizards. Going to go ahead and grab that side expansion. Definitely interesting choice there. He should try and rebuild the farm. He does have toads now. He does have toads, so he can stop any future lizard aggression with a bit more ease. And his opponent's just going to get chased down by the lizards. Looks like Heartseed's going to get stuck on geometry. I know that feeling all too well. And also, guys, I didn't get any ice cream either. I'm a neutral party in all this too. Why is the neutral party not allowed to have ice cream? Meantime, though, Heartseed going to grab this rather aggressive expansion. Continues building up some lizards. Has a couple of skunks on standby. I think he should probably switch out a couple of those lizard warrens for squirrels. That's just me. Meantime, though, going to go ahead. Start getting a little bit ahead on farms here. Knowing that he's already dismantled his opponent's eco a good deal. Sees his commander coming up, goes ahead and retreats the lizards, but the toads are way out of position to be trying for anything. I think he knows now that his opponent's toads, kind of impose that little threat here. Think now, the toads are just going to go straight for the warrens. Grabs one of the lizards, 2 of the lizards, actually I think 3. But the thing is that he is completely out of toads now. And his opponent still has a number of lizards. And it looks like he's going to go straight for one of these toad warrens. Going to grab at least 1 pig before retreating. Trying to keep his army out of his opponent's toads. Going to go ahead and retreat for the time being. Pretty satisfied with what he's done there. He also has a couple of squirrels ready. And looks like he's going to be going for more warrens to blow up. Yep. Manages to grab these back warrens. His opponent does force his opponent to retreat though. And it might be something going on in the pack here that he didn't even see. But he does opt to build for more ferrets. Looks like he's sold off all of his lizards. Any lizard losses he takes now are permanent. He's just going to opt for squirrels. And this guy taking a little bit of damage there. Ooh. Could he lose his commander here? He does lose his commander here. Looks like his opponent's just going to use that to kind of just sit back, enjoy. Have them do that weird little dance that they do. So I was sewing there, but I couldn't quite tell what. I'm gonna try and grab this warren, or gristmill. I keep on getting too mixed up. They got the toast though, easily destroying the last lizards. But the thing is that since they exploded on the lizards, they couldn't explode on the rest of the army, which is replenishing. And now this guy is forced to fall back. It's like, ooh, this narrow choke point here. One of the ferrets goes down. Heartseed here trying to just skunk up, get this gas going. The toads exploding on the squirrels now. Not really enough to support either army. I see Heartseed opting to just go ahead and sell off the ferrets, saying that they won't be too much use there. He's gonna go back into building lizards. And I don't even think he knows that his opponent's sold away all of his toads. And now here comes the squirrel and the skunks. But, ooh, Heartseed forced to retreat. I don't think that's gonna be good. Ooh! Oh! I thought that skunk was gonna make it out. Looks like Heartseed continues pushing upwards. His opponent definitely having a bit of an easier time replenishing army as he does not rely on tier 1s as much. Meantime, though, Heartseed kind of just supply blocked, actually. As his opponent keeps on replenishing army. That being said, whenever it comes down to Heartseed, he does have a bit more in terms of composition. Healing his units in the water and in territory. That skunk is back up in no time. Meantime, though, Heartseed starting to kind of run out of farms here to work with. But he's going to, I would suspect, try and saturate this mill, or at least get close to it. Looks like Heartseed, though, in the meantime, has moved up his army. So the only thing he hasn't moved up are his skunks, which is reasonable considering that he is, he's still got them out. He's still making good use of them. This guy, though, in the meantime, building up a couple of cams. I'm gonna see if he can breach through the army. Heartseed, though. I think both sides are kind of just at an odds. You can't really take on each other's attacks because defender's advantage would just be too much. I think they're just opting to stay back for the time being. Kinda see. Yeah. Heartseed having a consistently larger army, but it's just enough to where he can't contest too terribly hard. That being said, Heartseed's economy is faltering pretty bad. Oh, Heartseed going after these cams. They are. I think the cams are just going to get shredded away. As Heartseed has invested more into squirrels than he has lizards. But this last supporting cam, ooh, barely makes it out. That is, I think, yeah, a bit more of a win for this guy than it was for Heartseed. Heartseed is behind on econ still. And as these farms get ready to fallow out, it's going to be further. That being said, though, looks like this guy, I think he's going to try and end the game here. He does have the army for it. And here it comes. Looks like he's trying to get his cams around the flank here. And they managed to get around. They got around the skunks. This last skunk here, desperately trying to defend as best as he can. And Heartseed, though, he's just going to surrender. That is Mark 1 for this guy. There we go. And here we go again. For round 2 of Heartseed v this guy. This guy having decided to switch over to Bellified now. And we have in the far right Heartseed, far left this guy. And a lot of distance between the two. And a good number of mills as well. Got 2 up here, we got 5 in the center area. Overall, I can't really say if one side or the other has a clear advantage. I think this guy has a somewhat more defendable position, and he does have the water healing that he can run into. But you know, absolutely amazing that these units cannot get hypothermia. Now, looks like both sides with this massive distance are probably just gonna 8 farm. Meantime, both sides, like I said, just going up 8 farm. This guy opting to build this very forward Warren, probably wanting to take this mill. Now see here, deck-wise though, looks like Heartseed has changed his up a little bit to have toads in it rather than squirrels. And I think something else, I think a few things in there got replaced, but I can't quite tell what. I don't remember what his deck last game was because it was almost exclusively tier 1 with a couple of tier 2s thrown to the side. Yeah, this guy though has the expansion. And Heartseed opting to build more lizards. I think he can contest it. He's going to opt to just try and poke away at this forward Warren. Doesn't quite get it. But he is going to take that very forward expansion. Treats his lizards back to heal up a little bit from that squirrel shot. And his opponent is building toads. And Heartseed being uncertain in that engagement there while still in squirrel range, definitely very dangerous. Ooh, suboptimal. And he does have this extra mill now, so his units can heal up whenever they take damage. That being said, it's not going to matter, as this guy now has toads. Like I said, Heartseed going to continue his response with an MG nest. And here come the toads. Going to just hammer it almost immediately into the ooh. Looks like Heartseed's finally going to respawn with toads of his own. And a few more lizards. He's going to go ahead and poke off this mill here. This guy keeping his toads on standby rather than running into the Ritz mill. Alright, so he changes his mind on the extra lizards. Definitely storing a lot of food though. Looks like he's gonna go for one of these side mills back here. His opponent sees his last toad here as he is rallying all. I think he knows that something's up in this direction. Being said, he's going to build this boar. Ooh. Was the boar spotted is the question. The boar was not spotted, no. I don't think so anyways. No, it was not. So, there is a hidden boar on the way. And this guy looks like he's going to try and take out this expansion. Having a decent number of toads here. Squirrels start poking away. Expansion being used as a bit more of a distraction there. Trying to kite away against the toads. And take this back into his pigs. I don't think... Ooh, commander death though. That is going to be a little bit more costly. Of course, Heartseed starts to just really lose all of his units here. And this guy going to take advantage of that by just pushing in. I think he definitely sees the boar. He's just going to go straight for it. And Heartseed just gonna, once again, seeing what's going on, decides to just end the game by surrendering. Alright, so opting now once again for Squizzards. Oh no, wait, it was fine. There we go. The scoreboard up for a moment too long, but oh well. Anyways, on the far left, we have Heartseed. And bottom right, we have this guy. And what is quite possibly the most annoying attack or defense that you've ever seen. Heartseed's base is completely open, but isn't really disadvantaged. Doesn't really have a disadvantage of a high ground because it is on high ground. Whereas this guy, it's kind of the same thing, but there's only one real path that you can engage from. Here, this guy kind of dealing with the same problem of, I would put moles here if I had one. They weren't banned. But I think both sides are just gonna opt for 8 farm expands. Full expands, or full farm. Yep, 8 farm. English is a difficult language. Here, Heartseed opting to build lizards, while this guy builds up some squirrels. Pretty much both their foodstuffs running at about the same time. This guy goes ahead, does the one Warren expansion, as it is right next to his base, and there's a bit of rush distance. There's one lizard out there. Now has 2 lizards. And Heartseed is just going to go ahead and expand in response, build up a forward skunk. I see needs to buckle up and play the long game. Yeah. And now both sides kind of contesting each other in terms of territory. This guy opting to build some more toads. Heartseed opting to build squirrels. And a skunk. This guy checking to make sure that there's anything cheeky. Doesn't see anything, so he just opts to head back. I think his opponent has expanded and farmed up a little bit. Meantime, though, this guy going to go ahead and build up snakes. See here, this guy looking to do an attack here. And his opponent has lizards. I think their retreat was just optimal. Ooh, this is a Warren. But this guy lost his entire army. Heartseed. Ooh. Looking like he was thinking about a counterattack? Is he? Is he going to counterattack? Well, at this point the window's kind of closed, so he's just going to just fall back and farm up a little bit. Build up another squirrel warren. And kind of just force his army back, force his opponent back, denies the scout a little bit. I don't think there's much to scout at the moment. These 3 lizards, though, I don't think they'll be able to get really anything done. Yeah. You know, this guy saw what's going on and has opted to move his army for it. And it looks like, ooh, that's a dead lizard. And it looks like, I think that mill is going to die. Yeah, the mill's dead. That is not good for Heartseed. And last of that skunk gas really just chipping away at the squirrels. Looks like Heartseed trying to go for another flank here. All in all, I'm not entirely too certain about this whenever it comes to Heartseed. The snakes have been steadily working away his opponent's forces. Here comes the toads once again, destroying all this tier 1. And I think, yeah, that's going to be a lost number of units. Heartseed's commander had died. He's just forced to sell. This is not looking good for Heartseed at all. See here, his opponent starts pressing the advantage here, knowing that he has the stronger tech. Heartseed had just sold the skunks. This tier 1 is steadily working away. That being said, ooh, snakes almost died in the process. He's definitely gonna have to wait to heal those up to really make any future aggression pushes like that. Heartseed, once again, on the defensive. And I think this is just GG's right here. He does not have the army to contest this. And that is an 0-3 for this guy. Side note, I forgot that this guy switched back to yellow. How dare you do that to me? And on that note, let's see here. Tosh. Yeah, so kind of just as going to be the end of this little stream here for me. Oop. Yeah, I believe we had all defender wins, right? I think we had just all defender wins this time around. Unless I'm stupid. Did I miss one? I don't think I have. Yes, Fleur was a reverse sweep. Raben v Raben was 1-3. Anki v Tosh was 2-3. And that right there was a 0-3. Let's see here, turn that up. Hello, Daph. Hello, Daph. Anyways, I'm just catching things up. Let's see. Big Pimpin' Tosh will be streaming in about 25 minutes. Not too terribly certain as to what he's casting just yet. What I do know is that, let's see here. I think Mochaccino v Goris will play. Trumpet v hang on. What's up? What's going on? Hang on just one moment. Looks like Daffy is wanting to get his games in. Like, Daffy, I hate to say this, buddy, but you've kind of got to sort of organize. Looks like Daffy is wanting to do live games as well. Let me see here. Daffy versus, what was it again? The Child? I think that's what it was. Oh yeah. Tosh, he is going to be streaming in about 25 minutes. It was looking like it will be, let's see here. Maybe, no. Looks like Trumpet and Deltius. Looks like Mocha and Goris will also be playing. And let me just Yeah. Tosh, good luck on your stream. I do unfortunately have some stuff to do. So, like, I have a wedding to go to this afternoon and evening. To make sure that I'm ready for that. Yeah. There we go. I'm just trying to keep things organized here. It's very difficult, fun fact. But, on the right side, now I've caught up with everything in terms of Discord shenanigans. I'm gonna go ahead and switch it over to the final results screen. We have Raben Lied versus Fleur in a 2-3 reverse sweep. Roman versus Raben Lied in a 1-3. Anki versus Tosh as a 2-3. And Heartseed versus ThisGuy as an 0-3. Thank you guys so much. I hope that the rest of the stream stuff gets organized. I still don't know what exactly Tosh is going to be streaming. It is looking like currently it might be Mocha, actually, what's going to be is Trumpet and Deltius, Mocha v Gorus, and Daffy versus the Child. None of these games are confirmed, by the way. This is just what I'm seeing right now. But, meantime, have fun, stay safe, and I'll catch you guys next time.